So people are asking me the same questions over and over again, and so rather than typing them out, the same answer over and over again, I thought I'd just do a little video. The question is, of course, what is your strategy for trading? I want to start by talking about oversizing and why we do that. We have unrealistic expectations in the beginning of how long it's going to take because we read books on trading, we see these educators, and intellectually it's easy to process. We say, okay, I can do this, I'm ready to do this. When in fact, it really takes about 3 to 4 years. 4 years really for the beginner. Somewhere out there on YouTube, Mike Bellafiore is the only educator I've ever seen who says that right out loud, that it's going to take a minimum of 3 years. Other educators don't say that because you're paying them monthly. But with that expectation, I compare that to pilot training. To become a commercial pilot takes 2,500 hours. If you look at trading, being in the market, we only have 6.5 hours each day, which makes it possible for only so many hours per week. For me, I'm engaged about 5 hours a day. And so that means I can log about 25 hours per day of being in the air, being in the chair, being in the market. Pilots don't get credit for sitting on the tarmac. You can study, yes, and studying outside of market hours is wonderful, and it will help you accelerate, but it's not logging the hours. So just to differentiate that. I think if you have a realistic expectation, then you will stop with this ridiculous oversizing. You see these millionaire traders and they make $117,000 in a month. Oh, I can do that. And you're oversizing and blowing up yourself each and every day and not getting better. So strategy hopping is the next subject to talk about. And I've done it, and everybody does it. Oh, try this strategy for a little while. That doesn't work. Let's go over here and try this strategy. And not really giving a strategy enough time to figure it out. So SMB Capital has a free video out there that is promoting their scalper scanner. I am not recommending that you pay for anything. I recommend that you don't pay for anything and instead stick to one strategy 28 days in a row, trade that same strategy. You can trade more than one strategy, but isolate the strategy in and of itself. That's one of the things that I like about Navigation Trading. He has free videos out there. You'll see he made $100 and some odd thousand last month. That's not why I'm telling you to look at it. But he keeps each and every strategy separate. He may have a calendar spread on, but he tracks that separate. The results are separate. And in your head, I think it helps to have that all your strategies separate. So with that said, if you watch the SMB training video where they're selling this scalper, they all actually define 5 strategies in the middle. So record that, watch that over and over again. Make yourself your cheat sheet, your own little, I call them flashcards of my strategies. I have a finite number. I don't trade a million strategies. I have a finite number I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at every chart. Does this strategy apply? One of the strategies that is applying a lot right now is the hitchhiker strategy, which is simply riding the 9 EMA with other factors, of course, factored in, parts of your routine. Every day you do the same thing. You know, for example, every morning I write down the interest rates of the 10-year and the 2-year. And you may be thinking, well, how's that helping me? It's not helping me. Allison, I've got to make money. I've lost a lot of money. I've got to make money. I understand that mentality, but what I'm doing is trying to feed it into my subconscious so that I have a feel for being in the market and what the market's doing. So watch that video, record it, take a look at the hitchhiker strategy. There's a lot of variables for it. So again, track your strategy separately. What are the variables for the hitchhiker? I think that in this market where there is some systematic buying going on, very controlled buying, the hitchhiker might be a good strategy to take a look at. Hope this helps.